Hey guys, okay, so I told Krista a little while ago that I had some videos, some footies that I made for my trips the past 3 days, but actually they are stuck on my iPhone. I don't really know how to get them off right now because I just got my phone, so I'm just going to try to redo them. Minus the excitement. Well, I mean, I'll still be excited, but not as excited because it didn't just happen. But I'm going to try to remember everything. It's kind of hard because they're all kind of a blur. But, okay, so I left Tuesday night at, I think it was about midnight, to drive to Tulsa, and it was like 6.5 hours. So I didn't get to Tulsa until like 7 o'clock Wednesday morning. And then I decided like I didn't want to sleep very long because I didn't want to be like groggy and like tired. So I slept like 20 minutes Wednesday morning. And then like my friend Lauren and I, she went with me. We got ready. I stayed at her house and we got ready to go to the show and everything. We ended up eating, well, okay, we drove by Cane's to see how many people were there, and like there weren't very many people at all. So we decided we were gonna go eat lunch. We went to Dilly Dally, which was awesome. They have amazing food. And then when we came back, there were quite a few more people. We ended up being like number 30 and 31 in line, which wasn't bad at all. But for some reason the girls like stopped the number system. I don't really know why. And they said that nothing after, well, they started saying like nothing after the first 10 people that were there like camping out counted. Then they said nothing after 30 counted, which didn't make sense because Lauren and I came together and we were 30 and 31. But anyway, so we waited there and we went on the walk, which was really cool. We like dominated the street, as Taylor said. We like walked down the middle of Main Street. And one funny thing that happened, we were going to cross the street, like we were trying to cross the street, and Isaac, like, it was a red light, and so Isaac like stopped us, and he was like, don't go, don't go. Well, I was walking with Zach at the time, and Zach just kind of like walked right up there and was gonna go, and he like, because there really weren't any cars coming, so Zach like took a group, and Isaac was like, don't walk, it's red, and he's like, don't walk, and the light had turned green and there was a walk sign, and we're like, Isaac, it's green, and he was like, don't go, and we're like, it's green, and he goes, oh, okay, let's go. It was so funny. I was like, Isaac, for real, like, follow the rules of the road, like, watch the traffic signs. So we're walking, and I didn't talk to any of them, but it was still cool. We stopped for mid-walk speech at the center of the universe, which is really cool. They talked about how it was cool that we were in the center of the universe. Totally planned. But yeah, it was cool. And then we walked back and we were waiting. We were like sitting outside, I guess outside the back door. I think it was like to Bob's, which is like the side stage of Cane's. And they pulled up with like some equipment stuff, and Muff was really rude to us. Surprise. When he was taking Taylor's piano in, and then like randomness, Zach, like, I was on the phone with my friend Vanessa at the time, like away from the line, but Zach like randomly like tried to like scoot out of the door without anybody noticing, and he was like, ha, I made it, nobody even noticed. And as he was walking away, we were like people were like, where are you going? And I was like, shouldn't you be like practicing or something? Like joking around. And he was like, I have to go get my bags. Like I left them down here. And I was like, oh, and he goes, you know, clothes for Olive Tour, kind of important. And I was like, yeah, I guess that's kind of important. And he was like, I mean, I can't really go naked all tour. And I was like, yeah, I guess not. I really wanted to be like, no, I think that's okay. But, no, I decided to play it cool. And I was like, yeah, I guess not. And then he came back later on and said hi to us or whatever. But I did see him drive away in his car, so I know that it's his. And then randomness, I was getting out of my car later and definitely saw Natalie driving down the road, and she smiled at me. And it was very creepy because I wasn't like trying to do anything. I was like getting out of my car to walk back to the venue, and she like drove down the street, and I looked up and she like smiled at me, and I was like, hey. It was awkward. But I guess they were all there, at least all of Taylor's family, because he dedicated a song to Penny. So I guess Nikki was there too, because Isaac dedicated a song to her. So yeah, and then the show was good. I think that was it before then. I think. The show was good. I was like third row, and then in the middle I felt really sick, and so I had to leave before Hanson went on. It was very sad. And so I went to stand in the back because I got sick. Because I was dehydrated. But but it was still good from back there. So it was a good show. Set list I will post. I'm sure you guys have already seen it. Yeah, and then afterwards they don't come out at Cane's. So we were maybe going to follow the bus from Tulsa to St. Louis because we were going there anyway, but they were taking forever. Like, we went and dropped Lauren's sister off at her house, and then we came back and they still like were loading the buses. But we heard somewhere that they flew from Tulsa to St. Louis instead of riding on the bus. So they may not have even been there, so I don't really know. But so we ended up just leaving, and that is it for Tulsa.